Have you ever wondered why so many people in the Jewish community achieve extraordinary financial success? It's neither coincidence nor luck. It is the result of centuries of traditions, values, and strategies that not only build wealth, but transform lives. Now imagine what it would be like to apply these same principles to your own journey. Sounds bold, doesn't it? But that's exactly what you're about to discover. In this reflection, we will explore the cultural and spiritual practices that shape a winning financial mindset. It's not just about making money, it's about creating a legacy that impacts generations. You will understand how education, teamwork, and unshakable ethics form the foundation of a prosperous life. More than that, you'll learn how to use these lessons to change your financial trajectory, no matter where you are now. And if you think wealth is something out of your reach, now is the time to open your mind. After all, as it is written, "For as he thinks in his heart, so is he." Proverbs 23:7. So, are you ready to rewrite your story? Let's start this journey right now. The history and cultural foundations of Jewish financial success. The financial success of many Jews is not just a contemporary phenomenon, it is deeply rooted in centuries of history and cultural traditions. From ancient times, the Jewish community has valued education and the transmission of knowledge as pillars of its identity. This is evident in practices like the intense study of the Talmud, which not only develops spiritual understanding, but also critical skills like logical thinking and problem solving. After all, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. Proverbs 1:7. The historical experience of dispersion and adaptation also played a crucial role. Often restricted from owning land, Jews turned to professions like trade and finance, where intellectual skills and reliability were paramount. This adaptation, motivated by circumstances, led to the development of a resilient and creative mindset essential for financial prosperity. Another element is the strong work ethic combined with a sense of collective responsibility. Jewish communities have always encouraged their members to support one another, which not only strengthened internal bonds but also created opportunities for collective growth. This system of support is a practical example of how Jesus Christ taught us to love and care for one another. John 13:34. Finally, the focus on values like honesty, integrity, and charity is a crucial aspect. Jewish tradition teaches that wealth is not merely a means for personal comfort, but also a way to make a positive impact on the world. The concept of tzedakah, combining justice and generosity, reflects the idea that being successful is a responsibility, not just a privilege. Now that we understand how these historical roots shaped Jewish financial success, let's explore how education and continuous learning play a fundamental role in this journey. The role of education and lifelong learning in building wealth. Education is a cornerstone of Jewish culture, recognized as one of the most powerful tools for building wealth and legacy. From an early age, children are encouraged to study diligently and pursue knowledge continuously. This principle is exemplified in the practice of shiviti, in the study of scriptures, where learning becomes a daily and lifelong journey. As it is written, "The heart of the discerning acquires knowledge, for the ears of the wise seek it out." Proverbs 18:15. This relentless pursuit of wisdom is not limited to spiritual matters. Many Jews apply the same enthusiasm to fields like economics, law, and technology, which demand analytical and strategic skills. For example, an entrepreneur might invest time in leadership courses or financial literacy training to make more informed and profitable decisions. The practice of continuous learning creates a growth mindset, essential for navigating economic challenges. Additionally, Jewish culture emphasizes the transmission of knowledge across generations. Parents and grandparents often share lessons about household economy and work ethics with the younger ones, building a strong foundation for future prosperity. A simple idea like teaching children the power of compound interest can make a huge difference in their financial trajectory over time. Finally, lifelong learning reinforces the importance of always seeking more. Acquiring new skills, whether through books, seminars, or networking, allows adaptation to an ever-changing world. After all, what we learn today could be the key to unlocking financial opportunities tomorrow. Speaking of opportunities, let's delve into how support networks can amplify these educational efforts. The importance of support networks and strong communities. Support networks and strong communities are one of the cornerstones that sustain financial success in many Jewish traditions. These connections go far beyond casual relationships. They represent an organized structure for mutual growth. In practice, it's as if each member of a community becomes an investor in the success of others, creating a virtuous cycle of support and opportunity. This aligns with the commandment to love your neighbor as yourself, Leviticus 19:18. In economic terms, this culture of support translates into strategic collaboration. For instance, many Jews participate in community organizations where they share business ideas, professional connections, and even financial backing for new ventures. Imagine a network where, when starting a business, you already have access to mentors, partners, and reliable investors. That's exactly what these communities foster. Moreover, the sense of collective responsibility strengthens resilience during times of crisis. When a member faces difficulties, the community acts as a safety net, offering practical and emotional help. This not only reduces the impact of adversities, but also reinforces each individual's confidence to take risks and innovate, knowing they are not alone. These networks teach a valuable lesson. Success is not achieved in isolation, but through connection with others. Cultivating strong relationships based on trust and reciprocity is a strategy anyone can apply in their own lives. And speaking of strategies, the principles of business and entrepreneurship in the Jewish community reveal even deeper paths to prosperity. The principles of business and entrepreneurship in the Jewish community. The principles of business and entrepreneurship in the Jewish community serve as a model of efficiency and strategic vision. These values start with an approach rooted in ethics and integrity, which are essential for building a solid and lasting reputation. The biblical proverb, "Better a little with righteousness than much gain with injustice," Proverbs 16:8, reflects this mindset. Profit should be the result of just practices. Over time, this ethical foundation creates a competitive edge. For example, many Jewish entrepreneurs prioritize long-term relationships with customers and suppliers over quick, unstable gains. This philosophy ensures financial stability that transcends generations. It is evident in family businesses, where each generation enhances and expands the legacy inherited. Another core element is the ability to identify unique opportunities and act on them with boldness and creativity. There's a practical lesson here. Success requires thinking outside the box and staying attuned to market needs. A classic example is the pioneering efforts in sectors like technology, medicine, and media, where many Jewish entrepreneurs recognized possibilities before others even considered them. Lastly, the principle of diversification is widely applied, whether in business or investments. This practice reduces risks and maximizes returns, ensuring that all your seeds are not planted in the same soil. With this, the entrepreneurial journey becomes sustainable. And when speaking of sustainability, it's impossible to ignore the impact that ethics and spirituality have on financial management. Our next topic, the impact of ethics and spirituality on financial management. Ethics and spirituality are fundamental elements in financial management within Jewish traditions, promoting a balanced and responsible approach to wealth. These principles teach that money is not an end in itself, but a means to fulfill greater purposes, such as helping others and honoring God. As it is written, "The blessing of the Lord brings wealth, without painful toil for it." Proverbs 10:22. A practical example of this balance is the concept of tzedakah, which combines charity with justice. In practice, this means allocating a portion of earnings to causes that benefit the community and those in need. This not only creates social impact, but also reinforces a cycle of blessings, establishing a model of collective prosperity. Additionally, spirituality serves as a compass for financial decisions. Many Jewish entrepreneurs and investors base their choices on ethical principles, avoiding ventures that might harm others or violate fundamental values. This approach builds trust in the market and ensures sustainable growth, even in uncertain times. By incorporating these teachings into their own lives, anyone can transform their relationship with money. Recognizing that material resources are a blessing and a responsibility changes the way we plan, spend, and invest. To deepen this journey, it's essential to explore financial lessons drawn directly from the scriptures and Jewish traditions. Our next topic: financial lessons from biblical texts and Jewish traditions. The scriptures and Jewish traditions are filled with teachings that shape a wise and responsible financial mindset. From ancient times, principles like generosity, planning, and prudence have guided Jews in managing their resources. A good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. Proverbs 13:22 serves as a powerful reminder that financial planning is an act of love and vision for the future. One central concept derived from the scriptures is the Sabbath, a day dedicated to rest and spiritual connection. While it may seem unrelated to economics, it teaches the importance of balancing work and rest, ensuring that money never becomes an idol. Applied to financial life, this encourages conscious decisions that prioritize well-being over mere accumulation. Another relevant teaching is the practice of tithing, which symbolizes gratitude and trust in God as the source of all blessings. By setting aside a portion of earnings for noble purposes, a person reinforces their faith and creates a cycle of generosity that benefits both giver and receiver. This practice can be adopted by anyone, even with limited resources, as an exercise in gratitude and discipline. Finally, Jewish traditions emphasize avoiding unnecessary debt and building financial reserves. This aligns with practical advice found in the Bible, such as in Romans 13:8. Let no debt remain outstanding, except the continuing debt to love one another. These lessons are applicable in daily life, helping cultivate financial stability. With this foundation in place, the next step is understanding how to apply these teachings to transform your financial journey. How to apply these lessons to achieve personal financial success. Putting these Jewish financial principles into practice is a powerful and accessible way to transform your financial life. The first step is developing a mindset of gratitude and discipline. Begin by identifying your resources and committing to managing every penny responsibly, as if you were stewarding a treasure entrusted to you by God. After all, whoever can be trusted with very little can also be trusted with much. Luke 16:10. One practical strategy is to establish the habit of setting aside a portion of your income for long-term investments and another for helping those in need. The initial amount doesn't matter. What counts is consistency. For example, saving 10% of your monthly income in an investment account plants seeds for the future. Simultaneously, donating to meaningful causes broadens your perspective on the purpose of money. Another valuable application is continuous learning. Investing in knowledge, whether through books, courses, or mentorships, enhances your ability to make intelligent financial decisions. Recommended readings include The Richest Man in Babylon and Rich Dad, Poor Dad, which complement biblical teachings with practical insights. Finally, align your financial goals with your life's purpose. Ask yourself, how can my prosperity benefit my family, community, and future generations? This approach gives money greater meaning, transforming it into a tool for fulfilling a lasting legacy. With this in mind, it's time to explore the profound connection between purpose, money, and legacy in our next topic. The final secret, the connection between purpose, money, and legacy. The true secret to achieving lasting wealth lies in the deep connection between purpose, money, and legacy. While money can provide comfort, it is purpose that gives it meaning. In Jewish tradition, wealth is seen as a tool to fulfill a greater mission, aligned with spiritual and ethical values. As Ecclesiastes 3:12-13 says, "I know that there is nothing better for people than to be happy and to do good while they live, that each of them may eat and drink and find satisfaction in all their toil. This is the gift of God." Building a legacy doesn't just mean leaving material possessions. It also involves imparting values and teachings that positively impact future generations. Think about how the example of a spiritual leader or a successful entrepreneur can inspire others to follow the same path. The way you manage your resources today reflects the memory you leave for tomorrow. Purpose also guides your financial decisions, avoiding distractions and prioritizing what truly matters. For example, instead of pursuing wealth as an end, ask yourself, how can these resources help transform lives, build bridges, and make a difference in the world? This mindset attracts not only prosperity, but also inner peace. When you connect purpose and money, the impact of your legacy multiplies. Your efforts will not only be measured by what you accumulated, but by what you shared and built. Understanding this connection naturally leads to a crucial question. How can you start applying all these principles today? The power of opening your mind and applying these principles today. Opening your mind to new lessons is the first step toward transforming your relationship with money. The principles we've explored aren't just theoretical ideas. They are practical tools that have already helped millions achieve financial and spiritual prosperity. As it is written, do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Romans 12:2. Changing your perspective could be the beginning of a revolution in your life. Start by identifying areas where you can apply these lessons. Perhaps you need to improve your financial planning, invest in education, or strengthen your community connections. No matter where you are, taking small steps today lays the foundation for significant achievements in the future. For example, you might begin by creating a simple monthly budget or dedicating 30 minutes a day to learning about financial literacy. The power of practical application lies in consistency. It doesn't matter if your initial actions are modest. What matters is your dedication and perseverance. Commit to saving a small percentage of your income, joining financial mentoring groups, or volunteering in a meaningful way. Every action creates a ripple effect, expanding your possibilities for success. Finally, open your heart to transformation. Knowledge alone doesn't change lives. Consistent practice and faith do. Now is the time to take the next step with courage and determination, knowing that prosperity is within your reach. Equipped with these principles, the question is, how will you use them to create a better future? Now that you've uncovered the secrets behind the financial success of so many Jews, it's time to act. The lessons shared here, from valuing education to building support networks, aligning with ethical principles to developing a greater purpose, are practical tools that can transform your financial and spiritual life. Remember, knowledge without action is like a seed that is never planted. Ask yourself, am I ready to apply these principles to my life? Am I willing to change the way I think about money, purpose, and legacy? Write in the comments, trusting in God, I have already prospered. The impact will not only be financial, but also emotional and spiritual. You'll be able to achieve a prosperity that goes beyond numbers, touching lives, and leaving a lasting mark on the world. How do you want to be remembered? What legacy do you want to leave? If this content inspired you, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to keep learning. Here, you'll find more strategies and reflections that can change your journey. Let's build an extraordinary future together.